What's up, everybody? It is the mid-season finale of the Kardashians. Stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Every time. Every time.
Oh. Yes, love that. Welcome back. Hello, everybody. We are back to talk about the mid-season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I am one of your hosts, Howard III. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and all that. My ladies over here to my left, Miss Francesca.
Sorry.
Where can they find you?
Twitter, Instagram, XOXOCESCA.
Nice.
Justine.
And you can find me everywhere on Let's Face It with Justine. I do hair and makeup. Have a good time. Check it out. And except for Twitter, it's a little too long for that, so it's Let's Face It 33.
Yay. So we were gone for a little bit, guys.
Yeah, it felt so weird.
I know.
I was like, what?
It was like the VMAs and then Labor Day and then like Rob and Chyna started. And I mean, you guys are on the Rob and Chyna panel, so you guys have been keeping up kind of.
Yes, make sure you guys tune into that. Me and Justine on the Rob and Chyna panel.
It's fun.
But we just took a little break, but now we're back to talk about our little mid-season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. So on this episode, we saw that Kourtney and Khloe were going through a little bit of their own struggles. We open it up with Kourtney telling the story about Khloe, her and Khloe in a strip club. A while back, it was Kourtney, Khloe, Tyga, and Blac Chyna in a strip club where Kourtney was in the corner eating chicken wings.
Dude, I would have been right there with her, honestly.
And then,
Yes.
I mean, have you guys ever been to a strip club or?
So I lived in Vegas for a while, so you know where you go for good chicken fingers?
Really?
The strip club.
It's so funny.
I've never eaten chicken fingers in a strip club. I mean,
It's like, why do these taste so good?
That's amazing.
Question mark.
I guess I know where to go for good chicken fingers. So we move on to Khloe talking about how she hates that her birthday is coming up. She doesn't want to party. She doesn't want to do anything. She said every time she celebrated her birthday, it was a dark cloud over it.
Really? Yeah.
Do you guys celebrate birthdays? I mean, I love celebrating my birthday, but...
Listen, my birthday is all year long, okay? I'm just kidding.
I think as I get older, I don't want to. Like 21, I was dying till I was 21. I was like, yes. And now I'm like, okay, let's rewind. It's going so fast. But 30s is the new 20s. So, you know, I think that by the time I'm 20, I'm going to be 26. So by the time I get there, I think, you know, you gotta embrace it.
Yeah. I don't know why Khloe doesn't, because she looks really good. Like she's in her peak. She's was turning 32, I believe, so she looks really good. She looks a lot better.
And Kourtney, I can't believe she's like
38?
No.
Yeah, I think she's like 38.
She's
37,
almost
38.
40 years old. Like, not almost. God, sorry if anyone's 38. I'm not trying to be like, you're 40, but like 2 years to be 40, like she looks so good. I feel like she looks exactly the same as when the show started.
Yeah,
Maybe she's
amazing.
like mid-30s. Maybe she's not 38 quite yet.
I think she's 37.
37.
Because I remember in the beginning, Kylie was like, oh, when I turn 21, you'll be 39. Would you want to go to Vegas then?
Oh.
So I think...
When Khloe?
No, when Kylie and Kourtney were talking in the opening.
Oh, okay. So she's probably like 36, 37, maybe even 38. I feel like we should know. Whoops, my bad.
She looks wonderful, though.
There's a lot of those Kardashians, sorry. It's a
Too
little
many
hard to keep up.
birthdays, they can't, you know. No, but I think with birthdays, well, I think for her, she's going through she's still going through this whole thing with Lamar and the divorce again,
forever.
the papers, like all that stuff. And, you know, your birthday is supposed to be a celebration of life, but she's fighting with Rob. She doesn't have Lamar. Like, I don't feel like she feels very excited, because I mean, someone in their position, they could have the best birthday party ever. I mean, they're always traveling all over the world, going to beaches, going to clubs. Like, she could have the best time, but if the people that you really care about aren't really where you want them in your life, then I can understand. It's like,
and if you're not happy on the inside, like all that stuff just doesn't matter. She's been dealing with that Lamar thing for so long.
Forever.
I know.
I mean, that would take a toll on me. I can't imagine.
Yeah. Ugh. Khloe, get better. Like, come on, celebrate, be happy.
It's easier said than done.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we move on to Khloe being at her beautiful, beautiful home, and Kourtney and what's Kim's best friend? Jonathan.
Ugh,
Yes.
not a fan.
Kourtney and
Sorry if anyone likes him and I offended them
What's
for
wrong
some
with
reason
Jonathan?
personally. That I think he's a fame whore. Like, I think he's made so many comments about, like, well, you know, at least, like, to Malik, I remember one time he's like, well, I'm like, best friends with, like, the most famous Kardashian. Like, what? I don't know. He just
says
bothers
these things?
me.
Yeah.
He's just annoying to me. I don't know. I just don't like him. Sorry if that personally offends anyone. But
Why do you think Kim keeps him around? Because they've been friends for like years.
Because he's like her little bitch.
Oh.
He'll do anything for her. Literally, she'll
He
be
will
like,
do anything for her,
she'll
it
literally
seems
be like, I want this. He's like, okay, what do you need? When? Why? How? Not even when, why, just when.
Maybe
No,
maybe he's like obsessed with her. So
Yes.
I mean, he is, but you know, like,
Is he straight? I really don't know.
No, I don't think so. But I don't,
Because
because I never spoke about it.
I don't want to make that assumption, but if he's straight, then he's in love with her. And if he's not, he's just obsessed with her and wants to be her. So,
I don't know.
if anybody knows, let us know. And I'm not even meaning it in a mean way. I just really don't know.
yeah,
I just don't know.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
we do see him though in this episode trying to give Kourtney some tips about, well, Jonathan used to be in PR. He said he's now retired, and he's giving Kourtney some tips on how to speak in public because Kourtney gets so nervous. She thinks because if it's not her, Kim, and Khloe, nobody will care about Kourtney. Kourtney just feels like the oddcast one. She has to go to London and talk in front of all these people because she's a beauty brand ambassador, and she needs Jonathan's help. Do we care about Kourtney? I mean, she feels like nobody cares about her. I like her.
Yes, of course we care about her.
It wouldn't be the same without her. It wouldn't.
I care about Kourtney with the K. I care about her with the K.
It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have the Kim, you are being so rude. It wouldn't be the same.
So it's probably just her own insecurity.
And we wouldn't have Scott, my favorite.
That's true. That's very
Everybody
true.
knows that I love him. I don't think that he's like the best human being, but he's just funny. He's entertaining. Yes, he's hot. Yes.
But Kourtney has this really big fear of public speaking. I just wouldn't have never thought that. She said when she's with her sister, she's okay, but this one she's solo. I mean, should she have this fear? She said she failed 2 classes over this, 2 college classes.
Well, it's total. I mean, it's funny because she is in the spotlight and she's always doing these things. But I totally relate. Like, I actually hate calling people I don't know on the phone. So if I'm ever at work and they're like, "Can you call here?" I'm like,
Can you just text? I'm busy.
I will literally try any possible way not to make that phone call.
Yeah.
Even though after I make the phone call, when I do it, it's like fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's no problem talking to a stranger. And it's weird because people are like, don't you do AfterBuzz? You know, you talk to people all the time. Don't you do this stuff, that stuff? I'm like, yeah, but it's like,
It's not that I'm nervous. I just don't feel like it. Like texting, you can take your time, think
Right.
about it. On the
Right.
phone, you're like, I don't know.
I know. I'm the same way with the phone. I'm like, I get so nervous, like calling, like, maybe if I call a store in the mall, like, what time do you guys close? I just get so nervous.
I just hate it.
what time? Okay, bye. No, that's why Google was invented, so I don't have to call people I don't know. Thank you, Google.
I know. It's so
That's why I love texting. But I was at I don't even love that. It's just communication. Communication. No, I mean, I was at an event the other day and they were like, you know, especially in this industry, call. It'll make you more memorable. It'll make it's more personable, especially in texting. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Why? Texting is just like so much easier.
I know. I have no problem calling the pizza guy, though.
See, I do that
Not at
online.
all.
Do you? I hate calling. I don't like calling like a Chinese restaurant where they don't understand me and they have to ask me 5 million times what I'm saying. I dread it because I'm like, I know I'm going to take 10 minutes to just explain what I want a few times. I'm just like,
That's why ordering online is just so much easier.
It's all good.
But yeah, it's like you would think that being in the spotlight makes it difficult, but it's a really scary feeling. Like all eyes are literally on you. Like all eyes are on them when they're just living their life. But this is like literally we're listening to everything that you're saying. Nothing else is going on. It's just you.
That's very true. So then we move on to the family being concerned about Rob and Blac Chyna. Of course, they have been arguing and fighting a lot. Khloe gets wind of their argument when she's sitting and having lunch with Scott and Kendall. And Scott's like, oh, Khloe, did you hear about what happened to Rob? And Khloe's like, what's going on? They had a big argument. Khloe decides she wants to call up Rob and see what's going on. Do we think this couple, Rob and Chyna, fight way too much? I mean,
I'm just gonna leave this to you and Justine because clearly that's what you guys talk about all the time.
Or more than Scott and Khloe.
Oh.
I mean, Scott and Kourtney.
Oh, you think they fight more than Scott?
No, I'm asking. What do you think?
Oh.
You know what? I think that Scott and Kourtney have been together for so many more years that it's just like it just can't even compare.
Yeah, I don't think they fight as much as Scott and Kourtney. I think they take the crown. But
yes.
Rob and Chyna's fights are a lot more intense. A lot.
Do you feel like they're more immature kind of fights?
I don't know. I don't think
I think they all have immature fights. I mean, actually, no. Kourtney has valid reasons to fight with Scott.
That's true.
But
I know it's hard.
We don't see everything.
That's true too, because we only see like Chyna and Rob fighting over text messages, whereas Kourtney and Scott, they fight over like kid stuff and Scott's drinking, like a lot serious,
I mean, are the thoughts behind the whole thing about the text messaging valid though?
I don't think so. I mean, they might be. Everybody's different. They could be kind of valid. He thought Chyna was texting other people. No.
I mean,
that's another show. That is literally another show.
That is true.
And
okay.
I like it. Obviously, this was strategically planned because mid-season breaking into Rob and Chyna. Because honestly, we probably wouldn't see this in the normal episode at all.
Right. That's very true.
Especially Rob.
Tune into Rob and Chyna. And on Sundays, my brain right now, it's like midnight. Sunday nights with me and Howard, and then we talk about obviously Rob and Chyna.
So let's move on to this fake interview that Jonathan set up for Kourtney at her house. Jonathan was like, tell me about your beauty brand. Tell me about how you're using honey for your face creams or whatever.
Face cream.
And Kourtney just wasn't feeling it. Kourtney's not.
She just doesn't feel anything.
She really doesn't. She was just so nervous.
Only about gluten.
Yeah.
Does she feel?
Gluten, and is she vegan?
She tries. Doesn't she try to be?
Except for that one time she went to Cuba and had something.
All of Cuba.
Right.
She ate everything.
She's just, and this is why I love her. I am not dissing her. She's one of the most unenthusiastic human beings I've ever seen. Yeah, well, it's just great. But what's so funny is she's such a good mom, and she seems very, even though she's enthusiastic, her monotone voice is, yeah, oh my God, Mason, that's amazing. I love her for that. No shade.
So then we move on to see, of course, the Kardashian Workout. We always have to see them working out. They were at Kourtney's house again. It was Kourtney and Khloe working out with Dom. And they had on all black. We're in the middle of June in California, working out at, looks like at least 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, who works out in the heat outside?
And I'm telling you, Don doesn't play around. I've said it before. I used to work out with him. He does not play around.
Yeah, he was really working them out, and they're in long sleeve a jacket.
I bet you Kim probably had 2 of those waist trainer things. I mean, they're literally trying to sweat.
How did you?
And not die.
Just curious. How did you work out with him. Like, I feel like he'd be so busy to even get like a session.
3 years ago. So I mean, he's had celebrity clients, but I think he had more time to work on not celebrities. I like to think of myself as one.
Hello, I need a
now he is busy. I think he's with them on tour for the Kanye's tour. So I mean, like, that's his life. Good for him.
Go ahead, Dom.
I mean, I want to give him a call, but I don't think I can afford it. So
I probably couldn't now either.
So Rob, we keep seeing Rob going back to this dark place, and he tries to bring Chyna into it. I know we will just talk about Rob and Chyna a little bit, but you know, he just keeps trying to drag Chyna into this place, and we finally see Chyna says enough is enough. She calls Kim up for advice, and Kim tells her, "Listen, I know what you're going through. Just let Rob be Rob." Is that great advice? Like, just let Rob go out and be his own person. Don't really worry. Like, not worry, but don't put much thought into it.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if he's always being...
It's weird because Kim told...
I'm losing my, like...
I know.
You're like, I know, let me help you out.
No,
I got you, girl.
Kim told Chyna, stop worrying about Rob, but not in a mean way, because Chyna's pregnant.
Right.
But
I mean, but like they eventually she has to.
Like,
it's gonna be like
exactly.
her husband and the father of her child. Like, she kind of has to.
yeah.
I mean, if there's anything I've learned, you can't control anyone, you can't change anyone, but I mean, you can try. Not saying it's gonna work.
And most likely won't.
Yeah.
I mean, true, but I thought...
Jeff doesn't.
Yeah. I thought that was nice of Kim to put out a reaching hand again, because, you know, Chyna and Kim, Chyna and Kim used to be best friends. Mm-hmm. So for her to come around and be like, you can call me again, we can hang out, we can talk, I thought that was nice of Kim.
Yeah.
Shows growth.
And like I've said, I probably said this before, but like after her kids, I feel like Kim has changed a lot. So especially, I mean, Chyna isn't a first time mother, but you know, she like you said, she's pregnant, so maybe, you know, she just girl power.
Girl power.
So then we move on to Kourtney finally being in London. She gets there, she's by herself. I don't know if she took the kids or not. I'm not sure if we saw that, but she gets there and she's just nervous to speak in front of people. It's a big event. It's for the it was a women's event. Sorry, I can't remember. But it was for a women's event. Glamour's Woman of the Year. She's presenting, and she stumbles a little bit on her speech. Can we say it was nerves? Yeah. I mean, she came back
For sure.
Just a little bit of nerves, and she looked so tiny up there. The podium was like here. And she was almost like a little bit behind the podium.
I mean, she's literally the shortest sister.
They're all really tiny. I saw them in like real life at this huge party, and they're so little. Even Khloe, and people want to bash her. I'm like, she's so tiny. Yeah, like, I mean, she's obviously the tallest, and like, you know, she's a little bit more bigger bone built, but she's really like fit and in shape and looks really good.
But no, Kourtney's literally like four something.
Yeah.
Kim's really short. You know what I get so confused about Kim? How does such a small person carry such a big ass?
Yeah.
And big tits? Like, how? She is just so little. Someone's gonna get offended by that, but I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in like a how. Like, I wish I could do that. I think she's like my height, like 5'2", and I'm like, I don't know how.
I know. I don't know how you. But speaking of side note with Kim, can we just talk about Fashion Week for a moment?
Can we talk about? Hold on. I could sidebar on this for a while. Can we save it for news and gossip?
Okay, we'll save it for news and gossip.
Yeah.
We got you guys. Okay, so we move on to Kourtney's still in London. She has a full day planned out by herself. She's the only one over there. She has this the event earlier that day. Then she does a photo shoot where she looks just glamorous. And then she does a meet and greet and then a cocktail party after that. are we shocked that Kourtney's schedule is literally from morning to pretty much night?
I would die.
Yeah.
By herself. And she says she's loving it.
So that's good because I feel like she hasn't really, like, Kim, Khloe, and Kylie are really always in the spotlight. Like, I know Kendall just had a big week for Fashion Week, but they're the other sisters are always in the spotlight. And so finally she's, like, has a little break from, like, mommyhood and... You know, I know she and Scott are better right now, so whatever. But, like, she's finally having me time. Even though it can be scary, like, doing that all by yourself. But a nice little...
I think she's loving it.
Yeah.
Like, personally. Like, I think... Because it's going to come a time where we're not going to have all three sisters. And it's going to be
What
like...
does that mean now?
I mean,
Yeah, wait, what? Is one of them like
put massive security,
Is
like
one of them
extra
going
security.
away?
Because Howard feels like he might take one out.
That's what I was literally just gonna say. He's gonna take one out. He's you're gonna be like seeing him on the news, like he stole a Kardashian. They're in their basement, like chained.
I mean, like, it's
I
not...
knew Howard was too quiet.
Ooh.
JK.
That would mean like a girl group. How, you know, like Destiny's Child and the Spice Girls. They all, you know, dismembered. Like, they're not dismembered, but they're not a
He's
band.
gonna dismember them now? Oh my god.
They're not a band.
Listen, I don't think the Kardashians, just, like, they're not going anywhere.
But the three of them together, do you think they're really gonna be like this Kardashian girl group? Like Kim.
It's been for like 10, almost
It's been a
10
decade.
years.
That's true.
I've never seen anything last that long in my life. Like, I think about, like, remember when the Jersey Shore was huge? That show, like, took over. It only lasted a few years. It's like this show literally will not go away, which is fine because we're having fun with it, but
Yeah, I love
it's
it.
insane.
It's it's not the first reality show, obviously not, but it's one of the first. So yeah, it's well, I think the only one that's really stayed on this long is like Big Brother.
Oh yeah.
Well, what excuse me.
Bless you.
What would you say? I know this is off topic real quick. I think one of the first reality shows, am I wrong? Like Laguna Beach, The Hills?
Ooh.
Like, not talking about like a competition show, like a life show.
Well, I know
Yeah.
they got the idea from the Osbournes.
They were first?
Osbournes were not first.
I don't remember
I
that.
think so.
No.
Osbournes was like what? Or I also remember Paris and Nicole.
The Simple Life.
That
That
It
might
worked
have
out
been.
good.
I can't remember if that was I think it was before Laguna Beach. I can't remember.
I wonder if they also
I'm too old to remember these things.
You never know what the first reality show was. It's so many.
I'm pretty sure it was like Big Brother.
Well, look, what is the first reality show? There's like, well, not competition, meaning like,
I would have to say, we just might know in a minute, but I would say the Laguna Beach probably. You're probably right.
that's what I was thinking.
Laguna Beach or the Osbourne.
No, dude. No.
We'll look it up.
I'm trying to force that. That was
you
looking
looking Are you looking it up?
Yes.
Google that.
But don't do like competition, you know, because they may put it in more of like a life,
Ooh,
you know.
yeah. But
The Real World.
oh, the Real World. Didn't that come out in like '89?
I tried out for that. Didn't
How did that go?
obviously not good because I didn't make it on the show. I think I was too young. I can't remember if I was too young because I think you have to be 21. I don't remember. Or maybe just turned 21. Who knows?
Well, look at that. MTV, you lost out on a good one.
Thanks.
We'll just say it was the Hills. But
Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach.
Yeah, I don't know.
Laguna Beach, right.
Anyways, moving on.
Back to Kourtney taking over London over here. So she's I just feel like she might surprise us and become like bigger than Kim.
The next Kim?
Can we,
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Kim is big because of sex appeal.
See, what I don't understand,
Sex, and it sells.
but what I don't understand is how the sex tape made her famous, because there are a lot of people that have made sex tapes and they never got famous. I don't understand.
It's the branding. It's
And
the machine.
and no matter what they say, I think they took advantage. And Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, Kris.
you have to go through all of them.
As
Like your parents when they're mad and they're yelling at you and they're calling you the cat and their brothers and sisters. Yeah, anyways.
But I think like her as a mom, she was like advantage or like opportunity and just went for it.
I mean,
I would even say, like, who knows? I would even say opportunity, but if, like, you're kind of in the spotlight and something like that, you're going to try to roll it the best way possible.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even like opportunity. It's like, how am I going to make this the least effective, like the least traumatizing to my family and to my daughter, who this is humiliatingly happening to. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like you said, like she did it well. That's why the Kardashians are still.
I wonder if their dad was still alive, how shocked he would be. Like, look at the empire they're built. They're known all around the world. Like, I wonder what he would think, you know?
Yeah, I think I just love him. I think it's just really fascinating, like just as a little sidebar, to go from, what Kim did in her past to flip that.
People still talk about it almost 10 years later.
Somebody
it's insane.
told me Kim is the real mastermind behind this, and Kris is just kind of, this sounds good, like putting in her
Who knows?
just behind the whole Kardashian empire.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Or maybe they're working together.
Either way, I love it. I think they're wonderful businesswomen.
Of course. As a hair and makeup artist, I live for like every show. I'm like, hair, makeup, like I just live for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of the reasons why I love watching is to look at them.
They looked great, especially in tonight's, in the mid-season finale, Kourtney in her meet and greet look, she had on this really tiny, beautiful, it looked like a Yeezus season 4, how now they have the spaghetti straps and it's like body hugging. And she wore that and her hair was down and doing the wet look, kind of like Kim. But it looked flowy. It was gorgeous. I was like, wow, Kourtney's just, it was just beautiful.
Kourtney's rocking.
She had a full day. So, when Khloe and Kim were talking in Khloe's kitchen, they were talking about how they should invite Chyna to Khloe's birthday party. We finally realized that Khloe wants a birthday party and she wants it at Dave & Buster's. So Kim and Khloe are talking and they're like, should we invite Chyna? Because Khloe didn't know if Rob was coming. And Kim said, just invite her just in case. So they call up Chyna and they say, do you want to come? And Khloe was nice enough to say, come to my party. Do we think that's a big step? Because Khloe and Chyna haven't had one-on-one time. They've only really met when Chyna was in the house when she wasn't supposed to be.
I think that the show only shows a little bit, and you never know if outside the show they're cool, and they just made it kind of like for the show drama. So they maybe are cool, and we don't know, but who knows?
Yeah, me too. Okay, so then we finally get to the party, and it's at Dave & Buster's. Khloe gets there a little bit early. The party started at 7, but Khloe gets there at 7:40. Nobody is there. So she gets there late, but she's still early, if that makes sense.
People in LA are just horrible, dude.
Exactly.
Just horrible.
I've never been to Dave & Buster's, and I really want to go.
I really want to go, too.
Just thinking.
Gorgeous. The party was set up so beautifully, of course, because Kris planned it. So it was Khloe's name everywhere, and it was just wonderful. Over there on Hollywood and Highland, that's like a big place in LA.
Oh, there's a Dave & Buster's there?
Yeah, they just built it.
I had no idea.
Beautiful. I haven't been there, but it looks beautiful on TV. So
it's like whatever.
I've always wanted to go. Sounds really fun. It's like an adult playground.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's why Khloe wanted to have it, because she said she can have cake and she can drink. So, and play games. And everybody was there. Chrissy Teigen showed up, and John Legend, and Cassie. She's a singer, Diddy's girlfriend. And Rob finally shows up. We finally see Rob, and he's just excited to be there. Were we happy to see Rob actually come to the party? Because we thought he wasn't going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get him. I mean, he has his own damn show, so I'm not that surprised that he's trying to make an appearance.
Right. I mean, it was a wonderful episode. But let's get into some news and gossip, because I just want to talk about Fashion Week real quick.
I know, right?
AfterBuzz TV News.
So we saw recently that the Kardashians were taking over New York Fashion Week.
What else is new?
But they shut it down. I mean, they shut it down every year, but the Kardashians and the Jenner, can we talk about Kylie's looks and Kendall walking in like 3 shows and Kim just having see-through clothes?
Everything. See-through everything.
Right? What are our thoughts on that see-through? She had a see-through, it was like a black dress, very sheer.
They literally do not surprise me at all anymore.
Really?
I would not be surprised if they walked in naked. Literally.
Well, they pretty much do.
Yeah.
They like literally like
Yes.
Kim's boobs are always out.
Like, we know what they look like naked.
Yeah. I mean, well, we know what she completely looks like naked because she did Playboy. Remember that? Like,
Oh my God.
you know, anyways. But no, yeah, she really pushed her boundaries. What I was going to say about this was, has anyone else noticed who's a user of Snapchat that the Kardashians are always in the stories, and it's usually always the Daily Mail.
Yes.
Which is very interesting because that's not US, that's England or UK, right?
Oh.
I could be completely wrong.
It is.
But that's how I knew what Kim was wearing during Fashion Week, because every single day it was like, Kim's see-through this, Kim's see-through that. You know, and I think even today is not the same day that this aired, but today, oh yeah, because Fashion Week was just this week.
Yeah.
We're totally off on time. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
No, but literally today for Daily Mail, has Kim gone too far? Like,
I mean, she always goes.
no, she's always there pushing the envelope.
Like, always.
Yeah, I was a little surprised because this one we saw with her in Fashion Week, she was literally wearing lingerie. I was like, Kim, you look great, but are we doing the most? It was a thong lingerie and put a sheer dress over it. I mean, you're still a wife. I know
you do that.
You're still a mom, and like,
Yeah,
I mean,
she can
not
be
even
sexy
saying
as
that
a
moms
mom.
and wives can't be sexy, but it's like, yeah, okay, like she really pushed it this week.
Right.
I don't know. I hate when people use the excuse, she's a mom. Like, when I see people like comment on her stuff, I'm like, but why should that mean she can't be like that? Like, this is what I say. If she wants to do that and be a role model for her daughter, that's her choice. Like, why are you so affected that she is not being a good role model and being naked in front of her daughter? Like, okay, that's not your morals. At least you're not doing it. So why do you care? I don't understand. Why? Why do you care what she's doing? That's great. You don't think she's a good role model, but like, okay, but like, at least it's not you doing it. It just makes me, I don't understand. People are gonna disagree with me, but like, I just, why do people care so much about what other people do?
I feel like she can be sexy, but it's like Kim, like sometimes she just pushes the limit for me.
Yeah, like I wouldn't do it, but
Yeah, I'm like, I get, but, and sometimes it feels like we get it. Like, you're sexy. Do I need to see you naked all the time to know that you're sexy? No, I personally like you, you know. And she had on like this green dress. On one of her Instagram pictures, she had a nice little green dress on, filled out her curves, beautiful, covered up. But it's like, girl, we seen you. Okay, no boobs, no, you know, no bra. Now what else are you gonna show?
I was gonna say no boobs. What?
I mean,
What happened? What did I miss? No, it's kind of like how when I was growing up, when most of us were growing up, like they'd even say like shit on the air, like on TV. And now, like, for example, FX series Atlanta, they said the F word in it. They're saying the N word in it. Like, this is not like Showtime or HBO or, you know, some prime time channels. This is literal, like, cable. Like, they say bitch all the time now. So just like Kim is like that. Kim is just trying to see how much more she can get away with. And the more and more we see this stuff, it's like the more and more it's not even gonna really, like, that's why you're saying you're not even surprised with her, because she does stuff like this all the time. So it's not even like really affecting you. But like she's that. Like, next thing you know, like this might be normal. She should
lay low for a little and then shock us all again.
Oh, she should. And she just released that naked selfie again. She did another naked selfie of the spray tan.
Oh yeah.
So weird. She's just shocking us. And then let's move on to Khloe and her new boo. She's dating, I can't remember.
I said boobs. I was like, what?
All this boobs. Sorry.
Her bae, her new man in her life. She's dating a basketball player, NBA player. I can't remember his name, but he plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah. And he's from Toronto.
I'm blanking on his name right now too.
I know it's something kind of long, but are we surprised that she's finally moved on? You know, she's not thinking about Lamar. At least it doesn't seem like it. She's out. She's dating. She's having fun.
I mean, remember she was dating French.
That's true.
So I don't really know. Like, also, like, just, I mean, she deserves time to like just have fun. And even if they're not even like exclusively dating or even really dating, like she deserves time to like be around whoever she wants to be around, especially with, excuse me, all this ending Lamar drama. I don't know if anyone heard that.
I heard a little bit.
Soda burp.
I mean, I'm happy. He's a younger guy. He's 25. Yeah.
Oh,
what? He's only 20. Oh my God.
Yeah. She's up there.
See, this is what I always get sad about. Like, I want, especially for Khloe, because she's such a like good-hearted person, that I don't, you know, the Kardashian, anyone that's gonna latch onto the Kardashians are gonna get some kind of benefit, and I just like, I want her to have a real genuine relationship. You know, the fact that he's younger is a little like, okay,
she deserves it. Not saying the other sisters don't, but she deserves it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it seems real. They were just at Kanye's concert over this past weekend, making out all on her Snapchat. I know. I mean, we see a lot of his friends on her Snapchat. It's a lot. I hope she's, you know, just having fun, loving this.
Sidebar on, did you guys, Kanye's fashion, New York fashion show was in the middle of New York on, what is it, Rockaway Island, in the like 90 million degrees heat, and he just had his models out there, you know, the ones that always just stand, and I'm just like, okay, what the hell, dude?
I know, I saw that. A few of the models passed out because it was so hot.
That that's what I heard people saying that, and like I was looking at like live tweets from the show. People were like really pissed off at Kanye for doing this. I don't know.
I was surprised, and then he had some of the models like in jackets and like winter, and it's too hot. I still in the middle with his clothes. Some of it looks like workout gear to me.
Yeah, he's kind of shifted a little.
Yeah,
homeless to workout, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like
coming up in the world.
You do you, Kanye, and his new cleats. He has new football cleats. He just made.
Who did he give them to? Oh my God.
Oh.
Me. He just gave the cleats to somebody.
He gave them to somebody, and then they got fined by the NFL.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
For wearing the cleats, he has to pay $10,000.
Well, they definitely have that amount of money, so it's just pennies to them.
Yeah. Whatever. Well, guys, that is our show. We appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us talk about the mid-season finale of Keeping Up the Kardashians. They come back October 21st, 23rd. So we'll be back talking about them. Once again, I am Howard III. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Howard III. Of course, my website, howard3rd.com. Miss Francesca, where can they find you?
Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, XOXOCESCA.
And you can find me everywhere, Let's Face It with Justine, except for Twitter, Let's Face It 33. I do makeup and fun stuff, so check it out.
Yay! Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.